He's going to take it himself for a championship.
A double play, Winston to Frazier. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McKinnon touchdown.
Into the layup, goes at the buzzer.
Wins it. The championship.
And welcome to the Joe on a Sunday night, Game 3, something that's never happened in the Section 2 Class AA Championship before today. Game 3 of the three-game series between Shenendehowa and Saratoga Springs. Hi, everyone. Tim Drawbridge alongside Jenny Demers, both teams coming in now with identical records at 18-6, and we are looking very forward to game number 3 here as you see Nino Salati warming up for Shenendehowa. Let's go ahead. We'll give you first the starting lineups. First, for Shenendehowa, they will be on defense first as we go ahead and do a little slide up on the old computer system here. Against Salati, his battery mate today is Blake Mello. In the outfield today, Clausen, Hall, Kuchansky. Farina and Cronin at short and second. Caldwell at first. Curtis at third. In the meantime, here's your starting lineup with Saratoga batting first. In the leadoff position, Raul Rodriguez, the shortstop. Cameron Rude, the catcher. Ben McKinley for the Blue Streaks batting third, playing right. Michael Mack is coming back after a Game 1 performance that was absolutely outstanding. We'll talk more about that during the course of the broadcast. He will continue to bat in the cleanup spot. Patrick McKinley, the first baseman. Owen Reddick in center. Drew Adams in left. Jack Riggerbar at third. And Orion Lansing rounding out the starting 9. So Rodriguez will come to the plate first. 3 hits in the series for Raul. He's got a .317 batting average. And someone to keep an eye on the base paths tonight. Underway, first pitch strike by Salati tonight. Both managers, Greg Christodoulou, and as well, Coach Cuthbertson, emphasizing defense, the keys to victory, or the key for both teams for victory tonight. Here's the 1-1, up the middle to short. Here is Farina over to first with Caldwell, and 1 away. So as everybody knows, this is the I-87 Cup. 4 straight after taking the title last year for Saratoga. Beating Shen in early May and then taking the first of the 3-game set back on Thursday night. Now batting, the catcher, Camden Rude. Takes a first pitch strike from Salati. Here's the 0-1. Foul tip. Not caught by Mello, but nonetheless it's 0-2 quickly on Camden Root. Salati, a 1-0 record, a .43 ERA. Some of the updated stats we got from the Shenendehowa bench. We'll get that in a moment. The 0-2, swing and a miss. Rude down on strikes. Here comes McKinley to the plate rather. 4 hits in the series. 2 hits in the first and the second game. Scored the game-tying run back in game 1. Outside, ball 1. To finish up the thought with Salati, 6 starts in the year, 33 innings. The updated ERA, 1.06 with a 2-1 record. 6 walks and 31 strikeouts. 1-1 now to McKinley. The 1-1. Strikes. Gets the outside part of the plate, so it's now 1-2 to McKinley. Here's the 1-2. Inside. 2-2 now to the first baseman, Ben McKinley. Check that, the right fielder. His brother Patrick in the 5-hole playing first base. The 2-2. Ooh, barely gets a piece of that. Staying alive is Ben McKinley. They're going to call that strike 3. Side retired. 3 up, 3 down. After a half inning, no score here on the NFHS Network.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today.
Welcome back to Joe Bruno. You can see manager Greg Christodoulou for Shenendehowa out. Just getting a clarification what happened at the end of the first inning. Couldn't completely understand what transpired. It sounded like the ball hit the bat, but nonetheless, we're now in the bottom of the first, and here's the defensive lineman for the Saratoga Springs Blue Streaks. Mack pitching on 4 days rest. His battery mate, Camden Rood. McKinley at first, Patrick. Lansing at second, Rigabar at third, Rodriguez at short. Adams in left, Reddick in center, and Ben McKinley in right. And this is the batting order given to us by manager Greg Christodoulou. Batting first is Thomas Hall, again playing in center. Ethan Farina at short, Austin Caldwell, the first baseman. Salati is not batting today. The DH will be Brendan Gonzalez. Curtis at third base, Clausen at left. Cronin at second, Kachansky in right. Batting eighth, and Mello rounding out the starting lineup. So here comes Thomas Hall, the center fielder. Hall had a really good game back on Friday night. 2 hits, 3 RBIs to help extend the lead to 10-2. Here's the first pitch by Michael Mack. Inside, ball 1. Andy Cuthbertson feeling that Mack definitely a gamer. No concerns, going on 4 days rest. Second pitch, 1-1 now to Hall. They'll keep an eye on him, but he's done this before, pitching on 4 days rest. Foul ball. And the count now 1-2. Game 3, you know everybody's going to be available for this one. The 1-2. Low. 2-2. Mack, the winning pitcher in game 1, helped his own cause. The RBI double back in, I believe it was the 5th inning on Thursday. 8 innings, 10 strikeouts. Check that, 7 innings. and 10 strikeouts. Base hit up the middle for Thomas Hall. Here comes the shortstop batting second, Ethan Farina. Farina with a .333 batting average, 10 home runs on the season. Ball 1 to Farina. Pitch over to first base. Getting Hall to slide back in underneath the tag. The 1-0. Fouled. 1-1. You saw back in game 2, Reddick was concerned about Rodriguez getting on base. Conversely, here you can see Mack, the concern with Hall. The 1-1. High, 2-1 to Ethan Farina. Hall inching off first. And Hall not going, but Rude ends up dropping that ball, trying to switch it from his glove hand to his throwing hand and having it bounce behind him, but no damage done. Hall on first, nobody out. Bottom of the first here from the Joe, early stages of the Class AA. All for everything. And we get the pass ball on Rude as Hall scoots down to second. Rude not able to get that pitch that was swinging low and outside off his glove. The 3-2 out into left center. Here's Reddick chasing it down. Hall tags, goes to third. Good alert base path running by Thomas Hall gets him with one away at third, so clearly, so we have Caldwell coming in at the 3 slot. An opportunity to drive him in with a sacrifice fly. Or even a hit to the right side. And there's a hit to the right side to Lansing, off of Lansing, and the run will score. See how that gets scored. It is an error. E4 on Orion Lansing. And if I recall the other night, it was Lansing that had a ball go off his glove that allowed Shen to extend the lead to 4-1. Caldwell on first. And this is Gonzalez, Brendan Gonzalez, the DH tonight. A .500 batting average. Fouled back. And quickly 0-2 on Gonzalez. 1 hit, an error, and 1 run in thus far here in the bottom of the first for Shenendehowa. Nice stab and a double play. Good contact by Gonzalez, snared by Pat McKinley, side retired. 1 run, an error, and nobody left. After 1, it's Shen with a 1-0 lead on the NFHS network.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
We're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid's solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo.
You say mine did?
Yeah,
Come on, what's wrong with you?
Welcome back. Top of the second. Tim Drawbridge alongside Jenny Demers. Thomas Hall, a base hit. An error by Lansing, allowing Hall with a pass ball, too, allowing Hall to round the diamond and come home on that E4 in the bottom of the first. Now, top of the second, we'll see how the Blue Streaks respond. As we've already mentioned, both managers talking about defense being key in Game 3 tonight. 4 errors by Shenendehowa in Game 1, 2 by Saratoga in Game 2, and they've already got 1 on the docket here this evening. Here's Michael Mack. High fly ball. Right behind the first baseman in short right. Ryan Cronin. Out number 1. So quickly one away. Here is the first baseman, Patrick McKinley. He, like Rodriguez, 3 hits in the series. McKinley batting .341. 1-0. McKinley with 14 homers on the season. One and one. The 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Good crowd on hand tonight, as you would expect. Short ride for both fan bases to get down here to the Joe, as the last pitch was outside. See if McKinley's got the green light here on 3-1. Hits the corner, 3-2. Here's Salati's 3-2 pitch. Right past Salati to the second baseman, Cronin. Over to first, 2 away. So Cronin, not having played in Game 2, getting a little bit of a workout here early this evening. Here's Owen Reddick playing center field. The senior batting .306 on the campaign. The 1-0. Catches that corner of the plate. Now 1-1. Just outside, 2-1 now to Owen Riddick. The 2-1. Down the right field line, but slicing foul. Two and 2 now to Reddick. The pitch. All right. Pushed through between the first and second baseman into right field. And with 2 out and 1 on, now an opportunity for the left fielder, Drew Adams. Adams, a senior, batting .241. 13 homers as Reddick Danced off first base a little bit there. We'll see if Salati pays attention to him, and he does. Quick throw over to first. Reddick slides back in. The 1-0 as Reddick is off and running. Here's the throw, and he will be safe. Mello's throw to the shortstop side of the bag, making Cronin come off, and pretty much open opportunity for Reddick, who's now in scoring position with 2 away. Have a short break here as Kachansky, the right fielder, had to jog over into the foul territory there. Somebody having dropped the ball out. So we'll resume play. 2-0 now. As Adams steps out, and Salati wants to make sure he's on the same page with his catcher, Blake Mello. Here's the 2-0. Push to the right side, again to Cronin. Over to Colwell at first, and the side is retired. 1 hit and 1 runner left after 1.5. It's Shenendehowa here on the NFHS Network.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today.
Welcome back to the Joe. It's the bottom of the second, and the Plainsmen with a 1-0 lead. Brad Curtis, an 0-1 count now. Back to Mack, quickly over to McKinley, and 1 away. Here's Jason Clausen. Had a good game the other night, going 2 for 4 in Game 2 back on Friday. One of those hits, a triple. A total of 4 RBIs. Friday evening for Brian Clausen. Now batting .333. The pitch from Mack to the shortstop side. Cut off by Rigabar over to first. And 2 away. Talked about him getting a lot of work on the infield. One of the lineup changes we've seen going from Friday to tonight. The second baseman, number 9, Ryan Cronin. Cronin, 9 hits out of 25 at-bats, a .400 batting average, 0-1 on the first pitch from Michael Mack. Outside. 1-1 now. The 1-1. Misses the corner. 2-1. This is Michael Mack's third time pitching against Shenendehowa. Just misses inside. 3-1 now to the second baseman, Ryan Cronin. Right down the pipe. 3-2. Full count pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down. After 2 here at the Joe. 1-0 Shenendehowa on the NFHS Network.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
We're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid's solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorites.
My kid heard that solo!
You saying I did?
Yeah,
Come on! What's wrong with you?
Welcome back to the Joe. Top of the third inning now. And Shenendehowa is still with a 1-run lead. Tim Drawbridge alongside Jenny Demers. Salati, the start tonight. 6 starts on the season. He's done very well for Greg Christodoulou and the Shenendehowa Plainsmen. Up first here in the top of the third, the second baseman, Orion Lansing, a .221 batting average. Again, if you're just joining the broadcast, defense being key. An E4 in the bottom of the first, allowing Thomas Hall to come around on a leadoff single with an early 1-0 lead for Shenendehowa. First pitch, outside, 1-0 to Lansing. Outside, 1-1. Actually, first ball got called strike on the outside part. So 1-1 right now to Lansing. Two and one. Fouled off. Count evens out now at 2-2 to the left-handed second baseman. Two. Fouled off. Down the third base side. Salati's 2-2. Through the right side, a base hit into right field. Kachansky gets it back into Cronin. Leadoff single by Lansing. So at the top of the order now, and Rodriguez. Rodriguez grounding out to the shortstop to lead us off tonight. Lansing leading off first, gets picked off. Don't know if he didn't see because of the way the sun's hitting that part of the diamond. Salati just with a good throw over and gets Lansing standing and basically just frozen. Couldn't react quick enough to get back to the bag. So the leadoff single wiped away. Check swing. Well, check that. That is now Lansing batting, with Rigobar with the leadoff single. Time is called. And the 0-2 to Lansing. Sliced down the right field line, but out of play. Do it again, the 0-2. Catches a corner and strike three. The third strikeout now by Nino Salati. Now the top of the order. And Rodriguez. Again, Rodriguez grounding out to start us off to the shortstop. Rodriguez to the right side, and that pickoff of Rigobar will stand out glaringly here in the top of the third. So Rodriguez is on first. And as we talked about the other night with James Reddick for Shenendehowa, paying very close attention to Rodriguez. He's got 17 stolen bases on the campaign. Quickly over to first is Salati. Rodriguez back in time. Rude batting. 1 on, 2 away. Top of the third. Outside, ball 1. Camden Rude struck out in his first at bat. Another quick throw by Salati over to first, and Rodriguez is back. Rude steps out, asking for time. The pitch. Rude. Fly ball, center field. Hall going back. Going back. Could it be over his head? And it is. Off the wall. Here comes Rodriguez around third. Rude barreling for third. The throw into the shortstop. And a stand-up triple. Sliding into third at the very end, pretty much, is Camden Rude. So the Blue Streaks tie the Plainsmen here in the top of the third with 2 out. And that pickoff by Rigobar will be something that stands out clearly for the Blue Streaks on the stat line tonight. Here's Ben McKinley, struck out in his first at-bat in the first inning. Rude dancing off third, first ball strike by Nino Salati. The 0-1, outside, 1-1. Curtis about 7 feet away from the third base bag, almost even. Slicing to the left side and foul by McKinley. It is now 1-2. The 1-2. Lifted in to left. Hanging up there just enough for Jason Clausen to make the catch. The side retired. 2 hits, 1 run, and 1 man was left standing. After 2.5, we're tied at 1 here at the Joe on the NFHS Network.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today.
Welcome back to the Joe. It is the bottom of the 3rd inning, tied at 1. Nice hitting with 2 out by the Blue Streaks. The single by Rodriguez and the triple by Rude, bringing Rodriguez at home. Bottom of the 3rd now. Kinchansky, the right fielder, leading us off. Kachansky to the right side, fielded by Lansing. Over to McKinley, quickly 1 away here in the bottom of the 3rd. So here's Mello, the catcher. Low, ball 1. Mello showing bunt. Now 1-1. Again, Michael Mack for Saratoga, the Suburban Council Pitcher of the Year. Coming in tonight, an 8-0 record. 6 complete games, 4 of them being shutouts. It's a great all-around season for the right-hander. Inside, the count evening out at 2-2. And batting-wise, he's got the 4th highest batting average on the team for the Blue Streaks. Again, batting in the cleanup position tonight. Count going full, 1 away here, bottom of the 3rd. The 3-2. Catches the corner, strike 3. So Kachansky strikes out. I believe that's the 2nd strikeout now for Mack, top of the order, and Thomas Hall, who had a single back in the bottom of the 1st. Came around to score. Nubber going foul to the left side. So the count now goes 1-2 to Thomas Hall. The 1-1. Off the plate, now 2-1. To the right side, Rigabar is able to corral it in, cross the diamond to McKinley, and quickly 3 away. After 3, tied at 1 on the NFHS network.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
We're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorites.
My kid heard that solo.
You saying I did?
Welcome back to the Joe. Top of the 4th, and Michael Mack will lead us off here for Saratoga. Flew out in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch by Salati. Down low, 1-0. The 1-0. Nice hit, slicing, and dropping into short right center. And a base hit for the starting pitcher here in the top of the 4th for Michael Mack. So here is Pat McKinley. Grounded out in his first at bat. Five hits now for the Blue Streaks. High and outside. 1-0 to McKinley. Fouled back. The count evens out at 1-1. Mack on first. Nobody out. The 1-1. Mack shows, and the ball goes past the catcher, Mello. So both catchers end up having a pass ball because Mello, getting out of his crouch, had it into his glove, just couldn't completely get it in there. With a little bit of a dance by Mack off at first, and with the pass ball getting down to second. So nobody out, 2-1 now to McKinley with a runner in scoring position. Outside, 3-1 to Pat McKinley. Farina shaded over toward Mack. The third baseman, Curtis, even with the bag. Nice fly ball to center field. Hall is under it. Mack is tagging. He is on his way to third as Hall gets it into Cronin in short center. And one away as McKinley does his job getting the base runner over to third. Here comes Owen Riddick playing center. Had a base hit back in the second inning. Batting .306. 1 on, 1 out. From the stretch, Salati's first pitch. A strike, 0-1 to Riddick. Lifted. Slicing into foul territory. That is the second baseman, Cronin, coming in front of Caldwell and can't make the catch. Give credit to Cronin coming all the way over from second base. And with the infield playing in. 0-2 now to Riddick. The pitch right at the shortstop, Farina. Sees it right into his glove. And 2 away now. So here's Adams. Adams into left field, going back is Clausen, has an eye on it, and makes the catch. 1 hit, the single by Mack, and he's left standing on third after 3.5 here at the Joe. Tied at 1 on the NFHS Network.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today. High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today.
Welcome back to Joe Bruno. Bottom of the 4th. Tied at 1. Tim Drawbridge alongside Jenny Demers. Shenendehowa on an error by Lansing in the bottom of the 1st. Got on the scoreboard first. Saratoga responding in the 3rd. A single by Rodriguez, a triple by Rude, bringing him in to tie the score at 1. Only 1 hit given up by Michael Mack thus far. Saratoga, in the meantime, has managed 5 off of Salati. Here's the 1-0 by Mack. With Farina leading us off here in the bottom of the 4th. The 2-0. Foul back. Now 2-1. And it hits him. So Farina off to first base with nobody out. So Caldwell now steps up to the plate. 2 for 4 on Friday night. His batting average coming into tonight now at .418. 8 doubles and 16 RBIs for Austin Caldwell. Off and running is Farina. Into center field with a high throw by Rude. So a stolen base for Farina. And in scoring position with nobody away. Farina having a good night back on Thursday night. His hit allowed Shenendehowa to take a 2-1 lead. Now trying to do the same except on the base paths tonight. Sliced to the right side, foul by Caldwell. The count now 0-2 to the first baseman. Farina on second, nobody away, 0-2 to Caldwell. To the right side, right at Lansing, looks back to second with a throw over to Rodriguez, but Farina was back in time. 1 away. Here's Gonzalez. To the right side and foul. So he'll have to jog back, as does Farina from third, who's running on contact. Oh and 1. Off the corner and to the dismay of the Blue Streak faithful. And the count goes 1-1. The pitch. Right on the corner that time. 1-2. 1 away. Farina on second. And time called. The 1-2 to the right side, and Lansing off his glove, and yes, Farina around third comes home. Another error on Farina. We'll see how that ends up scoring, but both errors by Orion Lansing tonight have resulted in runs for Shenendehowa. So Curtis now at bat as Gonzalez takes the lead off of first. Still only 1 away here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch, 1-0 to Curtis. Pitch over, or a quick throw over rather, by Mack. Caldwell is back. Two 2-0 now to Curtis, the third baseman. The 2-0 to the right side, taken by Rigobar. Over to second for 1, over to first now, but That's Curtis hustling down the line. Good move in getting the lead runner. And the appeal, and it looks like they convert the double play. 1 run. An error on the second baseman, and nobody left. After 4, it's the Plainsmen 2, the Blue Streaks 1 on the NFHS Network.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
We're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid's solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo!
You saying I did?
Welcome back to the Joe. It's the top of the 5th inning now, and it's Shenendehowa with a 2-1 lead. Tim Drawbridge alongside Jenny Demers. 2 errors, 2 unearned runs, and that's the reason why Shenendehowa is leading Saratoga here. Salati's first offering here in the 5th is a strike. 0-1 to Jack Rigerbar, who started the 5-4-3 double play to end the bottom of the 4th. Rigerbar with a single in the bottom of the 3rd. One and 2 now to Rigerbar. Salati with a quick look over to first, throwing over. Got Rigerbar frozen in his tracks, picking him off there in the bottom of the 3rd. A costly mistake. Makes up for it here with a lead-off single. Rigerbar now 2 for 2 on the night. That'll bring up Orion Lansing, the second baseman, who can make up for his 2 errors right now by putting the ball in play and at least advancing Rigerbar. Salati with a quick look over. The pitch right back through the hole. Off the shortstop, gets it. That's Farina over to first. Lansing hustling down the line. They can't pull off the double play, but the lead runner, Rigerbar, taken out at second. So 1 away, top of the order. Here is Rodriguez. Rodriguez grounded out to short in the 1st, a single in the 3rd, 1 for 2 on the night. Lansing, the dive back to the bag as Salati tosses over. 1 away, top of the 5th. Saratoga down by 1. The pitch. Gets the corner. 0-1 to Rodriguez. Outside, 1-1. Lancing the lead from first. Salati with a little look, throws over, and the runner's back in time. Lansing with another lead. Salati pitches. Rodriguez into right with a base hit. Kachansky has the ball, throws it back into the infield, so it's first and second for the Blue Streaks, and one away as Camden Rood now comes to the plate. Rood tripled back in the third, driving home Rodriguez from first. And we've got a meeting at the mound now, so we'll go ahead and take the TV timeout. Back to the Joe in a minute.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today.
Back here at the Joe, the meeting at the mound is over. The manager, Greg Cristodulo, talking with the home plate umpire, as you can see in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. Perhaps trying to verify who he had bat at the bottom of the fourth. Perhaps pondering a double switch, and there is a change in the battery alignment right now. Now pitching for Saratoga, number 21. The third baseman moving in now. That is Brad Curtis. Curtis on the year. Have him with 2 appearances and a 7.0 ERA. At least what we have off of Mack's preps from earlier today. We'll try to verify who's at third now. When we get a moment to see some numbers on the back of the ball players. So Salati goes over to third. Farina is still at short. Cronin is at second. And Caldwell at first. Here's Camden Rood. One away. First and second to the shortstop. To second for one. And a first double play. Curtis comes in with 2 runners on and 1 away and pulls off the double play. No runs, 2 hits, 2 runners left after 4.5. It's Shenendehowa 2, Saratoga 1 on the NFHS Network.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
We're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid earned that solo.
You see my kid?
Yeah,
Come on, what's wrong with you?
Welcome back to the Joe. Bottom of the fifth now, and Shenendehowa with a one-run lead. Tim Trowbridge alongside Jenny Demers. Trying to get the lineup card updated here. So the final line for Nino Salati. 1 run earned in 4 1/3 innings and giving up 7 hits. The first pitch by Mack. Called strike to Jason Clausen. Clausen lifting it and coming back toward the crowd. Out of play. Wrapping up the line on Salati, I believe no walks and 3 strikeouts. So 1-2 right now to Clausen. The pitch. Strike 3. Clausen is punched out. I believe that's the 3rd strikeout for Michael Mack. Here's the pitch now to the second baseman, Ryan Cronin. Cronin struck out in his first plate appearance. 2-0 now to Cronin. Right down the middle of the plate. 2-1. The 2-1. Lifted into left center, dropping. But the center fielder, Owen Reddick, on his horse, comes in between Adams and Rodriguez to chase it down. So 2 away. Here is the right fielder, Evan Konchansky. Evan had 2 hits in the game on Friday night. Check swing, strike 1. 0-1 to the right fielder. Now 0-2. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-2 now to Konchansky. The pitch right back to Mack, who takes it right out of the air. Over to McKinley and 3 away. 3 up and 3 are down after 5. Shen 2, Saratoga 1 on the NFHS Network.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today. High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today.
Welcome back to the Joe. Top of the 6th. Shen still with a 2-1 lead. Tim Roberts alongside Jenny Demers. Curtis taking over for Salati. Coming in the bottom of the 5th to get the inning-ending double play. The first pitch to Ben McKinley. Called a strike. McKinley struck out in his first at bat. 0 for 2 on the night. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. McKinley will go sit down. One away now as Michael Mack comes to the plate. His RBI double back in Game 1 on Thursday night allowed Saratoga to take the lead, and he held everything else at bay. Ripped into left field toward Clausen, and a base hit from Michael Mack. He's now 2 of 3 for the evening. Now it's McKinley, the first baseman, coming to the plate. We're thinking about Mack perhaps trying to run. Clausen's first pitch is low. Ball 1. Mack, out of 22 games coming into tonight, only 6 stolen bases. Not a complete threat like Rodriguez. The throw over nonetheless by Cronin. Check that, Curtis. Mack, a short lead. Here's the 1-0 by Curtis. That is driven by McKinley into deep center field. Back is Hall. Under it, corrals it in. Mack at second. He's got to make the run. Back to first. Long drive by McKinley to the warning track in center field. Just not enough. And 2 are away. So here's Reddick. Singled back in the second. 1 of 2 in the night. First ball strike from Curtis. Throw over. Mack is back standing. Here's the 0-1. Called strike 2. 0-2 to Reddick. Curtis looks at Mack at first, short lead, and the 0-2. Lifted, but coming back, foul. Still 0-2 to Owen Reddick. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Side retired. No runs, a hit, and 1 man left. After 5.5, it's still 2-1 Shen on the NFHS Network. Welcome back to the Joe. It's the bottom of the 6th now, and it's still 2-1. Shen, Tim Drawbridge alongside Jenny Demers. Mack, 6 complete games on the season, 4 shutouts. He's got to hold the Plainsmen at bay here and hope his offense can do something to tie the game in the next half inning. He's the workhorse, back on 4 days rest. Manager Andy Cuthbertson talking pregame how he's done it several times before, that they would keep a close eye on him. So far, he's looked good. His warm-ups here in the top of the 6th, perhaps overthrowing a little bit, and maybe out of some frustration. So we get underway here. First pitch by Mack. Swing and a miss. We got a pinch hitter here for Shenendehowa. Ian Uschlager gets it to the second baseman. Fields it cleanly. Over to first and McKinley. One away. Uschlager quickly retired. He came up the other night in the bottom of the 5th. Did so again back in game 1 too. Back in the 7th inning in game 1, he ended up having a fly ball that sent a streak through the backside of a lot of the Blue Streaks. Deep drive to left field, Uschlager, but Adams ended up tracking it down on the warning track. Second pitch to Hall back at the top of the lineup. Hall a single and a grounder to the third baseman. 1-2 now to Thomas Hall. Inside, no, it hits Hall, so he will take first base. That is the second hit batsman by Michael Mack tonight. So here's Farina. He was the other batter hit by Mack back in the 4th. Rude out to talk to Mack. Give him a little bit of a breather, I'm sure, just to give him the old mental refresh, too. Don't get frustrated. Just focus on throwing strikes. Mack over to first. Hall back safely. 1 on, 1 out. Quick throw by Mack to first. And Hall clearly going to have to do some laundry tonight or tomorrow morning. Foul back by Farina. 0-1 to the shortstop for Shenendehowa. Hall takes his lead. He's got that sprinter's crouch looking like he's ready to go. The pitch fouled back by Farina. Now 0-2. Mack looking over toward Hall. Gives a nod. And the pitch. Hall is off. The throw by Rude. Not in time. In fact, bounces off of Hall, who will stay at second. So Hall now with 1 out in scoring position with an 1-2 count to Ethan Farina. Rodriguez jumping behind Hall. chopper down the third base line, but foul. So we'll do it all over again. 1-2 to Ethan Farina. Hall's on second, and one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Shenendehowa would love to get Hall home here as another insurance run before heading into the seventh inning. Pitch by Mack. Sounded like it hit off the bat, and it did. 1-2 to Farina. Hall off second. Mack looks back at him, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Farina strikes out. The fourth strikeout by Michael Mack, as the first baseman Austin Caldwell steps into the box. 2 out. Hall on second. Caldwell lined out to the second baseman. Back in the fourth inning. Got on with an error by Lansing on the first. Part of generating that lead to open us up in that first inning. Fouled off to the right side. 1-1 now to Caldwell. Hall dancing off second. The pitch. Grounder, third base side. Rigobar across the diamond. High throw. And Hall will come home. High throw by Rigobar, and Pat McKinley could not jump high enough, and it looks like Caldwell, based on McKinley coming down, may have hurt his shoulder. We'll go ahead and take a timeout, and we'll see what's going on over at first base during the break. 3-1, Shenendehowa now. Top of the seventh, bottom of the sixth rather, here on the NFHS Network.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great. Participate!
Welcome back to the Joe. Boostry now the pinch runner for Shenendehowa. 2 away, bottom of the sixth. 1 run is in. Mack throws over, and Gonzalez is at the plate. Had a grounder to the right side in the fourth inning that Lansing misplayed. He's got 2 of the 3 Saratoga errors. The other now on the third baseman, Jack Rigobar. The pitch to Gonzalez, back to Mack. Easy throw over to first for the put away. 1 run, a hit batsman, and 1 run is left. 1 runner is left. After 6, it's Shen 3 and Saratoga 1 on the NFHS Network.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to the Joe. It's the top of the 7th, and Shen now with a 2-run lead. Tim Drawbridge alongside Jenny Demers. Both managers stressing defense coming into this best-of-3 series. The first time the AA has ever gone to the third game in a series like this. 4 errors by Shen in Game 1, allowing Saratoga to take advantage and take Game 1. 2 errors by the Blue Streaks in Game 2, allowing for Shen to not only get on the board, but really break it wide open at the bottom of the 5th on Friday night. In all 3 errors, and the 1st, the 4th, and the 6th, resulting in 3 unearned runs by Shenendehowa. First pitch hitting by Saratoga. Drew Adams leading us off here in the bottom of the 7th. Count evens out at 1-1. Curtis still on the mound now. For Shenendehowa. 1-2 now to Adams. The 1-2. Now it's Mello holding on just an extra second. And low. Good at bat, good eye by Adams here. Looking to get on base. Pushing the count now to 3-2. Swing and a miss. Adams strikes out. 1 away, top of the 7th. Here's Jack Rigabar. 2 of 3 on the night. Fouls it off right side. 0-1. So the boys baseball team trying to do what the boys lacrosse team did, win the Section 2 championship and roll on into the regional with play next week, later this week. The 1-1. Fouled back. 1-2 now on the third baseman, Jack Rigabar. High and outside, the count even and out to 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Curtis. Since coming on in relief of Nino Salati, Curtis now with 3 strikeouts. Here's Orion Lansing, the last hope for the Blue Streaks here in the top of the 7th. 0-1 to Lansing. Swing and a miss. Curtis 0-2, and the Shenendehowa faithful on their feet. Here's the 0-2. High and inside. 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Foul down the right field side. Still 1-2. The 1-2. Just outside. 2-2 to Orion Lansing. The 2-2. Check swing. Stays alive. And Orion sitting there shaking his head, knowing that was ball 3. Here's Curtis's 2-2. Strike 3! He strikes out the side, and Shenendehowa takes the Class AA. Brad Curtis coming on in relief for Nino Salati, who went 4 1/3, 7 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Comes on 2 2/3, 4 strikeouts, 1 hit, and Shenendehowa will take home the Section 2 Class AA crown in this best-of-3 series. Losing Game 1 3-2, storms back in Game 2 to take it 10-2, and takes advantage of 3 errors by the Saratoga Blue Streaks and a 3-1 victory over Saratoga Springs. Congratulations to the Blue Streaks. Heartache, yes, completely understand. Good season nonetheless. The first loss for Michael Mack. Congratulations to the entire Blue Streak faithful and the team. Andy Cuthbertson doing a great job. Manager Greg Christodoulou, another fine performance by your team this year, and headed on into regional play. So for Jenny Demers, Blake Rivera, and the entire crew with the NFHS Network, I'm Tim Drawbridge. You have been watching a presentation of Section 2 Class AA Baseball here on the NFHS Network.